September 9th, 2024. It's like almost 1:30. We're gonna see Beetlejuice. Just came back from the Griffith Observatory. It's 105 out here. There's that big plume that we were seeing from the observatory.
Refund.
Those snakes were actually poisonous, weren't they?
Yeah. So I died.
Oof. How's that plume? Oh yeah, that plume is it's gone. Beetlejuice was really, really good, honestly. If you've never seen it, I think it carries itself by, if you don't see it, the first one. But it was really good. It was pretty entertaining. There were their moments of current PC-ness and everything else. But honestly, it wasn't so bad, but yeah. But it was good. Oh, another fire in Orange County. The old Hollywood Theater later became the Guinness Book of World Records venue. All gone now. Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Tuesday morning, September 10th, 2024. It's about 84 degrees. The time because I want to get home for the debate. But also, I found out this morning when I thought they were going to be doing some renovating, turns out that the lights went out on the Guinness. No content. Can you see that? No content schedule for this time period. So supposedly maybe it is no longer the Guinness. There was a post that was put out that said something in the details of the application that they were going to make some sort of fun maze, an elevator, other kind of kid attractions. So it may or may not come back as a Guinness, I don't know. But within what I read, it doesn't look like it's going to be that. It could be something else completely. The Hollywood Theater opened up back in December of 1913, which was Hollywood's second theater. And then later to become the Guinness Book of World Records. A lot of people will remember, those that are local and maybe even some tourists, that this is where the world's tallest man stood. And then they had the big, huge ball that was floating on a thin veil of water, rotating. All gone. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it comes back as something completely new or something renovated. But Hollywood's always ever changing. Sometimes never opens up again. And also the hearing of a loss, a great Hollywood loss, a favorite of mine, James Earl Jones, passed away. So we shall go see. Ay, cómo son retardados. Ooh. More vendors, different vendors at least. Pink Tesla. Tesla. Hey, if anybody happens to know if anybody has one, or if you have one, if you have an EMF meter, hold it close to your electric vehicle and then put it on the floorboard. See what kind of readings you get. Holy cow. You're literally being like microwaved and sterilized at the same time. It's pretty crazy though. I saw a post that was showing like the different fields. Phones are really bad. I know this. Kind of glad I don't know too many people, so I use my phone for calling purposes. But I do carry it in my front pocket. Okay. She didn't know what she was doing. And then also women, don't use your brassiere as to hold it close to your breast. Yikes. This is like one of the older places also of the Walk of Fame. The lesser known, honestly. And like as you can see, there's still plenty of real estate for future stars. But the other day, I wanted to just for shits and giggles, I was just Googling, you know, what else is Beetlejuice related here, and apparently there was a venue here, either here. Oh, it's at the end over there. Okay, it's a Beetlejuice themed restaurant or eatery. I don't know if it's a pop-up or not, but this was like one of the first things that popped up when querying Beetlejuice. I think it was in here. Ooh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Rita Moreno. Carlos Santana. Blah, 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 blah. See, that's this place right here. And that's in that building over in here. I looked at the menu, and the menu is it's basically kind of like well, if you go to a themed restaurant, stuff like that, like medieval times and such. So I think this plate is like $69 a person, and it has all sorts of stuff. They also have drinks, appetizers, salads, NA drinks also. So it looks interesting, but just a little bit too far. And as cool as it would be, I just ended up having to renew my editor, which is CapCut, and that thing went up $2, so it's like $9.99 now. It was $7.99, but like everything else, it's just getting more. Last week I finally bought some more eggs. Now I buy eggs by the 2 packs of 18. It's cheaper because in some places, some stores, the 12 pack is usually only like $1.50, less expensive than an 18 pack. Plus you get more than a flat. You only get like 20, I think. No, 30 on a flat. So you get more if you buy 2 18. At the last time, that was $4.79, about roughly 2.5 weeks ago. $5.79 at Target, and it's still the most affordable place for me, that is, to get even at least a dozen eggs, let alone an 18 pack. $5.79 for an 18 pack eggs. This is killing me, Smalls. Your Bidenomics is killing me, Smalls. That's in here. You make reservations and stuff like that. Anybody ever comes out here and does it, let me know. Email me some pictures and stuff. Or just make your own video, dude. And if you already have a video or a site, let me know. I'd like to check it out. Any of you guys. If any of you folks, you want to really, unless you're embarrassed, that's fine. Carl Weathers. Kristen Dunst. I like her. She's aging very well. Martha Reeves. What? Unique. New Edition. The Osmonds. Kids on the Block. Backstreet. Boys to Men. NSYNC. Felicity Huffman. How does this place stay open? I rarely ever see this place as busy prior to the lockdown. Prior to that, no, this had a good group of people, you know, not thick, but wow. So they used to have like these light up things right here, and this is what bothers me about a lot of city projects, especially when it comes to the metro. They want to install a lot of art and get money for the art and get extra funding so they can put in art, and in my eyes it is a waste. Although I don't have a problem with beautification. I love beautification, but like with any kind of city municipal structure that you put in that is very ornate and very expensive, and trying to do some pride for the city or neighborhood or community or what have you, it doesn't do any good if you don't maintain it. You need to maintain these things. If you are going to put in such an expensive piece of property, whether it's functional or non-functional, you need to maintain it. Just like with a lot of properties that have water fountains and everything, they maintain that. They keep the clarity. They keep, they have people that clean those things. Even at the Paseo, as dilapidated as it's going down, honestly, but it's going to come back, I hope. They maintain at least the fountain. They already gave up on the other end, the little water jets. But the thing is, this thing was really cool back in the 80s. It would light up. These were like clear tubes, or those hard tubes and stuff like that, and they would light up and they would shoot, different colors as like the stars racing through the universe. But yeah, no, they just gave up all of that. Wow. Hey, King. Doesn't that bother you folks? Do you ever have that happen? Or especially in some big city? It's such a waste of our money. Honestly, now, more than ever, that's sad. More than ever now, it's just like, even though I don't own property, anything like that of value, but still, the whole, I pay more attention to taxes and everything and where it's going more than ever. I think for a lot of us, unless you are a property owner, the majority of us, I guess, nowadays don't, or probably never will, again, have the pleasure of owning something. But all this money now is like, it's not even spent here now because it's all going overseas. It's all going to other countries. Funding forever wars again. But, and then there's no inspiration for us to be like this country was back in the 40s and 50s and slowing down through the mid 60s. There's just no inspiration for any of us, and that's sad. But it seems like it's purposeful from the government, and with the exception of when Trump was in office, we were very productive, I thought. It's sad that James Earl Jones doesn't have a star, but I bet you he will now. I bet you anything that probably by the end of the year we'll find out. Oh, and much to everyone's surprise, James Earl Jones never had a star, but he's getting one now. I bet you. Yeah, he doesn't have a star. Just that little unfortunate mention after all the great work he's done. Just right there in that slab of concrete. That voice was powerful. Yeah, speaking of which, another star. Well, who can it be? Well, one light goes out in the force, another light goes on in the other side of the force.
Oh, you know, I'm just cleansing my crystal force. Not bothering anybody.
Oof. That's some heavy sage he's burning over there. Ooh. He's attracting some demons. Hey, is there something going on over there? It's like a whole bunch of people on that second bridge. Huh. Let's go find out. Well, we didn't go in there. Who loves you, baby? I cannot wait for the movie. The Saturday Night Live movie. Saturday Night Live was great when I was younger, when I was a kid. I think it was back in 74. I watched the first one just by chance. It was epic. And it was a great show. And then after that, I was watching it all the time, every weekend. It was just like Saturday Night Live from New York. And then when Chevy Chase would start opening and doing his little monologues and his skits, oh man, just people oogling at the amazing view of the Hollywood sign. We were just there. 82 degrees, or 85 now currently, I think. But compared to yesterday, that's a 15-degree in drop of temperature this time yesterday. Well, Donald J. Trump is sure is busy. Twice they've, twice they've tried to take it up. They're still very much. Trump 2024. Pretty quick on that umbrella there. It'll go with a dozen. Still $4 for toaster pastries. Are you freaking kidding? 46 times. Oh my God. That's that creep that I got being arrested.
Sharon Micah, just absolutely tragic and troubling. This case lasted only just a couple of days, and jurors deliberated for only a little over an hour to realize he did it.
That's him. Look at
Jesus.
Guilty in a special circumstance of lying in wait. The prosecution presenting a picture of the suspect crouching, waiting for Brianna Cooper before stabbing her 46 times. All heard in an audio recording that he recorded himself. The UCLA grad was working in Hancock Park at a boutique furniture store when the attack happened. In the prosecution's closing arguments, they described Sean Laval Smith, 34 years old, as a man who hates women and went from business to business while hunting for a woman alone.
Jesus.
And then posed as a customer when he found Cooper working by herself. The attack too brutal to speak of, violent and horrific. He left Brianna bleeding on the ground, left through a back door of the business, and casually walked down the back alley.
Damn.
But as he was quick to get out of the store, he left behind the knife that had his DNA on it. No doubt a difficult trial for Brianna's family and friends. A painful 2 last years since she was killed.
I would say it's overwhelming sense of relief. This has obviously been a brutal couple weeks. I do feel very relieved the justice system delivered.
After the quick verdict, her parents were ready to speak to the media.
Justice will never be served because our daughter's not alive, but the DA did a wonderful job, and the jury really listened to the evidence that they heard.
At the same time, gut-wrenching for her parents to hear. Devastated, reminded constantly that she's gone.
She had a lot to give this world and a lot of good things to give to this world, and we just have to hang on to what she was able to give.
Incredibly heartbreaking. As for the killer, he will be sentenced next month. We're live in downtown LA. Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Jen, thank you.
This is so weird. That was like a weird introduction.
You and President Trump were elected 4 years ago, and your opponent on the stage here tonight often asks his support.
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America. I believe in the ambition, the aspirations, the dreams of the American people. And that is why I imagine and have actually a plan to build what I call an opportunity economy. Because here's the thing. We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing. And the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to...
Look at her, she's pissed. She's pissed. She can't, she's gonna, oh my God, this is lovely.
That's bigger than New York State pouring in, and just
God, look at her, she's so mad, look. Ugh. She's gritting teeth. Ugh. Abortion. What?
My position is that we have got to invest in diverse sources of energy so we reduce our reliance on foreign oil. We have had the largest increase in domestic oil production in history.
What?
Because of an approach that recognizes that we cannot over-rely on foreign oil.
What?
As it relates to my values, let me tell you, I grew up a middle-class kid raised by a hard-working mother who worked and saved.
And your father didn't?
By our first home when I was a teenager. The values I bring to the importance of home ownership, knowing not everybody got handed $400 million on a silver platter and then filed bankruptcy 6 times, is a value that I bring to my work to say we are going to work.
What kind of value did you bring to Willie?
To increase 3 million homes, increase by 3 million homes by the end of my first term. My work that is related to having...
You've had over 3.5 years of a first term.
Stepfather. And my focus then on protecting women and children from violent crime is based on a value that is deeply grounded in the importance of standing up for those who
Look
are
at that
most
forehead.
vulnerable. My work that is about protecting Social Security and Medicare
Oh,
is based on
yeah.
long-standing work that I have done, protecting seniors from scams.
Oh, yeah.
My values have not changed. And what is important is that there is a president who actually brings values and a perspective that is about lifting people up and not beating people down. And name-calling. The true
And
nature of the
name-calling.
leader is the leader who actually understands the strength is not in beating people down, it's in lifting people up. I intend to be that president.
You had 3.5 years.
Just give you an update. They were able to obtain a bail enhancement, and he is now in on no bail.
No bail.
So that is even an update.
I think his last bill was $89,000.
This news, thank you for acres, broke out last Thursday. There are evacuations in
$34,000.
Highland and Big Bear, and also Running Springs.
Look at all that smoke.
Contained though, so there has been some progress made.
Up in Running Springs and Big Bear, and then the Highway 38 corridor out of Ukaipa. We're working on. We're trying to get it buttoned up around Running Springs. The fire made a big push yesterday afternoon and evening into the community of Running Springs. So firefighters.
One man did this. One man did this.
Low humidity that
Avenue.